Hello, hello, hello. I am live. Am I live? I am live and I love it. Hello, hello. My name is Aya. I am a coach. I'm a mompreneur first and foremost. Oh my gosh, I have two little girls. I'm running my own businesses. I'm an entrepreneur, mom. I love that term, mompreneur. I think whatever type of preneur you are, you should really hold on to that. I love that. And I coach people. I'm a professional faith-based speaker, and I also write books. I'm also an author. So thank you for being here with me. Today, we're going to get right to it, and we're going to talk about how to create that perfect lead magnet to get you paying clients. Okay, let's go. How to create that perfect lead magnet to get you paying clients. Let me just make sure this is okay. So my computer is a little bit higher. So here's my camera. So let me look into the camera. All right, here's my mic. Let's go. So what is a lead magnet? So let's not assume that everyone knows what a lead magnet is. Everyone's probably experienced, seeing something that they wanted to get. And that is, in marketing terms, marketing and selling. Hello, hello. That is termed a lead magnet. And basically, so I always like to go with the why. Because I want people to understand why they're doing something. Because once you understand why you're doing something, most of the time you're more likely to do it. I'm all about the tactics. I'm all about the tactics. But once you really understand why, it's going to give you that motivation to keep continuing to do it, right? So now here's the thing. So why do you need a lead magnet? Because you want to have a way to give information to someone, to whoever your target market, right? So your target market is who you're selling your service or your product to. So now let me tell you, I coach service-based entrepreneurs, so the mompreneurs. That's who I coach. So I coach people who provide services to other people, and I help them grow and diversify their income. So that's what I do. So I'm really big on marketing, selling, systems, automation. There's a lot of different things that go into growing and diversifying your income as a service-based mompreneur, and I'm into all of those things. Okay, so you want to have a way that when you are telling someone something that they want to raise their hand, they want to say, oh, I'm interested in that. And because everyone is not going to take your call, everyone is not, how would you know? Everyone is not interested in what you have to say. But because you know your target market a lot, you know them, you understand what they need, you've heard their issues, their complaints, you know their dreams, their hopes, and so you know what probably is going to resonate with them, or what you think will resonate with them based off of your experience and so on and so forth. And you create something. So a lead magnet is you creating something that if you were to offer it to them and you were to say, hey, I want to give this to you. And as I give this to you, I would love to just let you have access, like earn your right to come into for me to come into your world. And they'll say yes. So that is what a lead magnet is. It can be a video, it can be an audio, it can be something written, it can be whatever you want it to be. So let's take the limits off. It can be a checklist. It can be very simple, bare bones. It can be complicated. It can be something you mail to them. There's so many things it can be. So I think sometimes we think it's only this way, or it can only be this way. No, it can be whatever you want it to be. A lead magnet could be an invitation to talk to you, depending on what your service is, depending on what your business is. The sky is the limit in terms of creativity, like the creativity that you want to bring to it. And so then what is the purpose of the lead magnet? The purpose of the lead magnet is for you to constantly have people who are interested and want to know about something that is related to a service or a product that you can give to them, right? And just a way for you to share it with them. And then when they raise their hand, most of the time, if they raise their hand, that means they say, hey, I want this. Hey, I'm interested in this. You get their contact information, their email, their phone number, and then usually you put them on an email list. So it's like growing your list. Now, making this lead magnet can sometimes be super overwhelming to people. It can sometimes just feel like, what am I doing? Is this working? So first and foremost, I want to tell you this. Be ready to try new things, right? You don't want to stick to one lead magnet. That's the secret right there. A lot of times when we're doing something, so I like to help service-based entrepreneurs really try to diversify and grow into the online space. And really use all the tools available to them. So, right? Because as long as there's humans are going to need services, and that usually requires hand to hand. Everything can't be done online. Lots of things can be done online, of course, right? But even if you're coaching someone or you're speaking or it's a, there's humans love to be with each other. So there's always a human element and service life, like, hey, I need your help to do this, I need you to come over and help me do this, will you come over and help me do this? And that's essentially, or do my hair, do my nails. AI is not doing that yet. So in saying all this, it's really important to consider that that's the big secret. You want to try different things and see what really resonates, because as it's kind of like posting on social media. When you post different things, you might be surprised by what people want to hear about. You might think, oh, they want to hear about this, and then you find out they actually want to hear about this, and it's like, oh, but you want to give people what they want to hear about in order to earn your way into into their inbox, into their life. Now, so let me just tell you this. I am really passionate about this because very few people have access to my inbox. Like, I will follow you on social media. I will subscribe, but very few people have access to my inbox. I just do not give out my email like that. I'm just, man, come on. Like, because the inbox is gold. So, but if you make it to my inbox, that's doing something. And so even if I click on you and I get your lead magnet, I have to really look at it and like it and really want to engage with it before I hit that unsubscribe button, before I hit, tell you to unsubscribe. And why am I telling you this? Because everyone should be discriminating. You should make your lead magnets for a person as discriminating as that. Most people are not, though. Most people are not. I am, because I'm in marketing, I'm in selling. I mean, when you're in something, it's like, you have a restaurant, how to take, you just are, all the nuances of things. So, what's working, what's not. You're like, it's okay, stuff like that. But you want to make your lead magnets for the most discriminating person. So that means and the whole purpose of it is to help them. And the twofold purpose of it is for them to allow you into their inbox, into their text messages, and hopefully continue to do business with you. So the lead magnet is a clincher. You could be giving lead magnets to people that who are already warm, who are already in your atmosphere, and that's wonderful. Or you could be giving lead magnets to people who, hello there, who are not, right. They're not in your, and so that's another test. You want to be giving lead. You want to make a lead magnet where if someone doesn't have the benefit of already knowing you, they are still blessed by that lead magnet. That lead magnet is still doing something for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just so important. That's just so important. It's so important because that's the foundation of an amazing lead magnet. Because now when we talk about what it could be or what it could do, that's just what works for you. Like, I like audio, so maybe my lead magnets sometimes tend to be audio. I like video. Sometimes my lead magnets are, get this video where I talk about this. I like writing. It's just, let's say you have 10 lead magnets and you try different things and you see what works, and then you put your lead magnet everywhere. You share it with everyone. So creating a lead magnet, those two things are really important for you to consider. The first one is that you're going to try different things. You're going to try different things. You're going to have different information, and you want to test to see which one really resonates with your target market. So maybe you start off with 10 and then you end up with 3, and you realize, okay, these 3 really always deliver for me because apparently my target market really wants to hear about these 3 things. And don't be afraid that if you're telling information that other people have said, everyone likes to have different flavor. So people have different flavor, different information, different flavor, different information. Okay, what did Coco say? Thank you, Coco. You are so welcome, Solomon. So when you think about that, people don't feel like. See, what happens is people say, "Well, what new thing do I have to offer? What new thing do I have to offer?" And let me tell you something. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. So because I know this and I believe that, what I would tell people is you are the new thing. You are the one that only has the DNA that you have. You are the one that only has the experiences that you have. And you are the only one that can explain something to someone the way that you can explain it. And maybe like Coco was on here. She talks about Web 3.0 and web stuff, and she talked Coco Ombu. Follow her on LinkedIn. She talks about Web 3.0 and just the blockchain. And I have had many people try to explain this to me. Many, many. Many people tried to explain this to me. And I just was not getting it. I was just like, I don't get it. I just didn't get it. I really didn't get it. I mean, I really just was not getting it. And Coco, she started this little series and she just explained it was so simple to the point. It was like, boom, I got it. I got it. I was like, oh, Coco, I got it. And so don't ever feel like and maybe the way Coco explained to me was important for me. The way she explained to me, that's what was blessing me. And so that's important. It's important because don't say, oh, I'm giving the same information everyone else is giving. No, the way you give that information is special. The way is unique to you. You're figuring out a way to give it. Like, I have an energy, I have a certain energy that I give information. I have a certain passion. So maybe my passion for mompreneurs, and I have a certain experience. I know what it's like to juggle having small children, still trying to make Zoom calls, still having to create. I know what that's like. So when I'm telling you something, I'm telling you from that perspective, which might be different from someone who is 22 years old, no children, a male, doesn't want everyone to like. They're going to be telling you, we could be talking about the same information, but it could hit differently, and it hits home. It hits home differently. You know what I'm saying? So that is so important. That's so important. And so I really don't want you to feel bogged down by this idea that you don't have something new to say. I don't want you to feel bogged down by like, oh, I made this and it didn't work. No, make a lot. Make a lot. Make a lot. And then invest in really high quality when people really respond. Because a lead magnet could be a simple piece of paper with you typing something black and white. But if that information is golden, then you can put all the lights and whistles and the bells and stuff like that. And then finally, you want, so those are two things. You want to be open to the fact that it can be the sky's the limit in terms of your creativity of your lead magnet. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Do what, give people the information the way you think they would want it. And then when they give you that feedback, they'll tell you if they want it that way. Then don't feel like you don't have anything to offer. You have everything to offer because you're offering it in your own unique way. And there's I think it's like 8 billion people on the planet. I think there's really 8 billion people on the planet. So there's enough people, like, even if you have 1,000 people, there's still how many more billion people? Like, there's enough people on the planet who want to hear it the way you're saying it, right? That's so important. And then just finally understanding that the purpose behind the lead magnet, it's to help you differentiate the people who are interested in your topic. Because let's say someone's interested in you. So you're on social media, you're talking about this, and they're interested in your life. Like maybe you talk about your kids, or you talk about your relationship, or you talk about travel or skiing, and they're interested in your conversation around skiing. And that's wonderful. But you also happen to have a business, a service-based business, and you want to talk to them about your business. But they're not interested in your business. They're interested in your skiing and your experience as a skier. So your lead magnet will let you know, hey, and maybe one day you can have a lead magnet like, hey, I know a lot about skiing. If you want to know my 5 tips about skiing, let me know. And then they'll raise their hand for skiing and you can talk to them about skiing. I mean, the sky is the limit when it comes to lead magnets. The sky is the limit. You don't have to just use it for business. You can use it for anything. But the idea, because once you understand the idea behind it, the idea is to get you closer to people, to get the people who are interested in what services or products that you offer, to get them closer to you. Man, that's the whole purpose of it. The sky is the limit. Don't give up. If that first lead magnet didn't, it's true. Coco's laughing. Maybe they're not into your business, but they're into the fact that you ski. I have 2 small children, and people, the posts that I do that get the most engagement are the posts that I talk about my children. Like, bar none. I could be talking about some deep business stuff, deep, like telling you KPI, this, telling you something serious about how you make money. Like, I mean, people are like, oh, that's cool. Let me put a picture up of one of my kids. It's like, oh, girl, that's all people want to talk about. That's what they want to talk about. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I do put a lead magnet out there, and I tell them something that, hey, I can help coach you with this. And let's say out of the 1,000 people who are so excited to see my kids, 200 of them say, oh, I'm excited to see your kids and I want to learn about business. Then you know where to focus your energy. You focus your energy on those 200 people so you can make some money, and you still write about your kids. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do it. So reach out to me. If you'd like me to coach you, reach out to me. Visit my website, ayegbuho.com, set up a strategy call. And I like to do strategy sessions, and I have a group coaching program. I do one-on-one coaching with people, and I have my program. And then I'm also doing something called the First 30 Days. That's a product that I have for people who have moms who have ideas, skills. They have skills, they have ideas, they have knowledge, and they know they probably can make money off of it, but they just don't know how or what to do. And I have a product called the First 30 Days, like what you need to do for the first 30 days to turn your idea or skill or talent into some money in the bank. Man, come on, that's what's up, right? That's what we're trying to do here. So it's been wonderful being here with you. I appreciate it. Give me feedback in the comments. Let me know what's up. And share with me your lead magnets. Like, share with me and share with other people your lead magnets too. One of the things I've learned about the entrepreneurial journey is you got to get comfortable with feedback. You got to get comfortable with feedback. You got to get comfortable with feedback. And ideally, everyone's going to deliver feedback in this great, life affirming way. But that's not always the case. It's just not. But it doesn't mean that if it's not given to you in a life affirming way, that it doesn't mean that it's not really powerful feedback. So get used to getting feedback, be comfortable with feedback, and focus on results. Focus on results. It doesn't mean that you have to listen to everybody, but pick some people that you trust, that have your best interest at heart, and get comfortable with feedback. That's going to get you far in your entrepreneurial journey. It's going to get you very far. All right, I love you. Talk to you soon. All my love. Bye.